The Hellfleet used to be a proud Viking clan, built primarily around trade. Though they had a fearsome navy, they rarely fought, and they were well known and respected around the North Seas. Until one midwinter's festival, when the allies they had invited to celebrate suddenly struck against them, nearly destroying the clan in one evening. Less than 100 of the Hellfleet managed to evacuate before everything they had built was razed to the ground. 20 years later, those survivors have rebuilt as the Howling Pine, a small clan that avoids engaging with others at all costs. A new generation has brought with it youthful ideals, and while the appointed Jarl Arnhildr wants to keep her wards safe, she knows they're rapidly approaching a crossroads. When we joined our clan, they were headed off to Hell's Cove, a sacred island where the clan gave offerings to Hell in exchange for their sick and elderly to be taken care of in death. Unfortunately, this sacred land was soon disgraced by the presence of the Green Stags, the Hellfleet's one-time closest trade partner, and Oda, their Jarl, who led that traitorous attack 2 decades ago. Trapped at the shrine with nowhere to go, the Howling Pine have little choice but to take up arms. In the next chapter of the Howling Pine Saga. Alright, welcome back everybody. So, as we jump back into this, as you guys are in the middle of your ceremony, you're suddenly ambushed by the Green Stags, one of the clans which all but destroyed your clan about 20 years ago. They seem to have found you here and trapped you inside of your shrine. However, in an effort to keep you all safe, Arnhildr is actually facing down, your Jarl, Arnhildr, I should say, is facing down with their Jarl, Oda, in one-on-one combat inside a shield wall. As this is all happening, while, about 10 and 10 have made this wall, 10 of hers, 10 of yours, are all around, kind of watching. They're faced out. The whole point is that they're supposed to prevent anybody from interfering. So they're faced out with the shields up, spears pointing out. They've formed this ring, basically. But, they're glancing over. At least the people on your side are. The Green Stag soldiers are a little more disciplined in terms of staring straight forward and not watching the fight, basically. You also see they have a handful of archers are kind of standing. They've got like short swords at their side and everything, but they've got bows drawn as they come in. And you see one of them sort of dragging the other person that was carrying that stretcher. He's got an arrow sticking out of his arm, and he looks a little beat up and looks unconscious, but he's being kind of kept with them. And they're kind of staying posted by the exits of the cave, sort of just keeping an eye on everything. And there's also one just like real big guy who is kind of standing at the entrance as well, sort of watching. He's not part of the shield wall, but he's kind of pacing back and forth. He's always looking around the cave, kind of sizing people up. As Oda and Arnhildr start going at it. It seems very evenly matched. Nobody's landing any direct hits. Shields are getting in the way of pretty much everything. What's everybody doing? What's everybody up to as this is going on?
I step up to the line, or I tap Brunhild to say, "Wait, don't move," and I walk over to the other line real quick, to like towards like where you said that somebody had an arrow, and it was our guy, right?
One of your guys. It's at the entrance of the cave. They so on the other side of the cave from you guys, basically.
Yeah. Where
they've come in. The
so
archers are there.
Let me ask you this: the semicircle that the other guards are that the other shield guard is forming prevents me from walking over that direction.
It doesn't prevent you from walking, but like if you as you move towards them, you see them kind of like drawing arrows and like kind of watching you.
Okay. The man is wounded. I am interested in keeping him alive. Is this acceptable?
They're just kind of like staring you down as the fight goes on. Would you like to try to influence them, or would you want to drop it?
I'd probably just drop it. If they don't even have like a response to that, if they don't even have anything besides just continuing to do what they're doing, I walk back to Brunhilde and I just kind of antsily sort of, my eyes are kind of just focused on him, not really paying attention to the Jarl's fight. As well as just sort of like making sure that her hand is like on me. So if you accept it, Brunhilde, I'm just sort of like putting your hand on at least my arm, like the like this area right here. So you just it's just a light sort of I'm right next to you kind of a thing.
Yeah, I would grab onto that.
Yeah. Okay.
Is anybody else doing anything as this? What's everybody doing as? Is everybody just holding position, or?
I know. I might be thinking about this in D&D terms. So definitely correct me if I'm wrong. There, like, if I were to perhaps sing a song about our Jarl and like put like, be like, you're so fucking great, please kick her ass. Like, will that actually help anything, or like?
You can. Yeah, you could. I could see that being a thing where it helps relieve someone from strain or motivate her a bit.
Yeah.
Did you want to try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna whip out my loot.
I think that would be an influence. That'd be an influence.
Influence. Okay.
But you still have the performance. You have the performance.
I have the performance
quality,
heroic
right?
thingy. Yeah. So I get to roll twice, right?
No.
It lowers the difficulty level.
Lowers the difficulty. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a natural 13. So that's a 17.
You gain 1 grit and succeed. You can tell as the notes kind of fill the air. Some of the other soldiers are just kind of like, what are you doing?
You are so incredibly strong, and Oda is not.
There.
In fact, she is wrong. Yeah. She killed all your people, now you will kill her. You are the best. And that is for sure. Arnhildr, you're absolutely bomb. You're the Jarl of all our dreams. And also other things. Arnhildr. That's my song.
Alright, so as the Vikings PBS show theme starts playing...
I don't know, I'm not good at songs!
It was very wishbone. It was great.
I don't know!
Arnhildr starts to press a little harder, and she pushes... At one point, she gets her shield... She goes to block with the shield, and as Oda kind of swings to try and tear it off, she actually sort of ducks to the side and lets the axe slip past, and she swings it up, knocks Oda's shield arm out of the way, and brings her sword across Oda's chest. It clangs off of the armor, but it catches a slight cut up around here where it's softer cloth. It doesn't hurt terribly, but it is a strike.
Great.
as this happens, Oda steps back a couple paces, and Arnhildr just sort of watches and smirks and waits for her to, like, reset. At this point, Oda whistles, and her shield line churns and starts rushing into the fray.
Shit!
Starts rushing down Arnhildr. And as your own shield line sees this happening, they churn and rush in as well, and it starts just churning into a complete just brawl, and you can't tell people apart anymore. And with this, combat has begun in earnest.
How do you decide order in this game?
Basically, the order that people decide to go. General etiquette is to, if you take an action, to let other people take their actions before you go again. But if somebody can't think of anything to do at that moment, it's perfectly fine. But I will say right now, basically, yes, like at this point, all of the enemy forces have started mobilizing. You are seeing some of the warriors that they had that were not part of that initial shield wall are now advancing towards the rest of you in the back as the archers start notching arrows to start firing. You are now in a combat situation. Miles?
I want to, with both of my shields, basically, like, charge in right behind our shield line. And basically my goal is to throw my shield, like, between, like, just try and be, like, an extra guard for, as I pass people, I'm gonna try and, like, shove enemies off balance and, like, throw my shield up in when I see people starting to attack.
Okay, so that would be a defense roll. Let me set that difficulty real quick.
Okay.
Would you like to use any grit to assist in this?
With a grit, I can
With a grit,
reduce
if you spend one grit, you can reduce your strain by 1. If you spend 2 grit, you can reduce the difficulty level. One thing I should actually clarify, this is something that confused me as a player, and it wasn't until I was reading the rulebook after that I realized this. Decreasing the difficulty level by 1 does not mean making it 1 easier. It means making it 5 easier. Every difficulty level basically is 5. It's 5 through 9, 10 through 14, 15 through 19, basically. So a difficulty level is actually a much more significant boost than
a
1 makes it sound.
In
It's much
D&D
different than, like,
terms.
reducing an AC by 1.
Yeah.
So I also want to clarify, like, my end goal, like, where I'm trying to get in this charge is towards the Jarl. Like, I want to end up, like, in the middle of the fray and then be, because if that's where they're converging, I want to be, like, by her side with just 2 extra shields as a wall on one side to help guard her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll spend my 2 grit to reduce the difficulty level.
Okay, and then let's see, you are... And so then also, as we get into this as well, another way you can use your grit is if you would like to assist other people, you can spend 1 grit and give up your next action to assist in what somebody else is trying to do and lower their difficulty level by 1 as well. Something else I should say. So that's something, if any of you want to do that for whatever reason, that is also an option. Let me bring up your sheet real quick. Because of the way that you're using your shields, I will also say that you can get a +2 to your shield.
Okay.
Your shield will provide a +2 to what you're trying to do right now.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that's... Okay. That's a 7.
So you are going to take, you're definitely going to take some strain there. Let me
Yeah.
calculate this real quick. You're going to take 4 strain from as a result of this. How would that happen?
I charge in, start trying to throw shields, throw people off balance. Attempting to do so, I end up coming against I end up in between bits of 2 of the shield lines and kind of even end up getting crushed and shoved around a lot, and it leaves me open to some minor wounding.
Did you want to use any of your armor or shields or anything to reduce strain?
So that's
Basically, you can use a shield or a piece of armor to reduce strain by 1, and you have so many uses of it before it breaks or needs to be repaired.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use one of my shield uses.
Okay, so
To
you
lower
take,
that by 1.
so you take 3 strain then. Excellent. Who else would like to do something? I can also go around. Bridget?
I was gonna say I'll elect to go last.
You'll go last? Okay.
Yeah.
Bridget?
So this is basically like a bum rush, right? So I know I'm in the back.
One thing you do see, I should say this. One thing you do see, that big guy that was kind of pacing around, as soon as the fight started, he started just barreling towards you guys' back line, just rushing through, swatting people aside.
Okay.
As he started rushing.
How
back.
How close is he to me?
Probably a good 20 feet at this point, because you were staying pretty far back, yeah.
Pretty far back, yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably just getting to the other end of the shield line now.
Okay. Can I, since I'm rather small, I would like to chop his Achilles tendon. And I know I'm not that small, but I'm hoping that I can kind of get close enough to kind of get a hit in on the back of his knee or something to put him down.
What would your approach be? How are you trying to do it?
Let me think about my skills. I think I definitely want to be pretty dodgy as I run forward. So I mean, it wouldn't be defense. It would probably be my melee skill, right?
You're trying to just make a straight melee attack against him?
Yeah, a straight, because I don't...
I don't know if you're good at it sounds more like an agility style thing to me.
Yeah, I'm looking, it's... Well, I mean, my melee is more than my agility.
Fair enough, then maybe not.
I couldn't... I mean, it's probably not an intelligence check to,
No.
know which part. No, okay.
It's not intellect, no.
I made a thinky Viking as opposed to a swingy Viking. So I guess it's just straight melee against his ankles and back of the knee.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sounds
let's
about
try
right.
this. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I get +3 to melee. And then +1 for my axe, right? So +4?
Yes.
Because I have 3 in melee? Okay.
Yes.
It's not great. It's a natural 14. So, that's an 18? Smack the back of his leg?
Yeah, you take 3 strain.
3 strain?
Yeah, you do not get your strike in. You take 3 strain.
Okay. And I can use my grit points. Sorry,
Or use of your armor.
You have to use grit beforehand. You can use your armor to reduce the
Oh, I
strain
have to use
that you
grit
take here.
beforehand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No. That's okay. I'll stick. Let's see. Yeah. I'll take the 3 for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Who else wants to go? Jackie?
Okay, so I will, since I have the arrow knocked, I will try to shoot one of the other, or to try to shoot the big guy in the eye.
Okay. So you're trying to do like a precision shot. Okay, so as a tracker, I would say that you're pretty used to figuring out the arc of your arrows and all that. Trying to figure out how keen senses applies to this.
Well, one of the 5 senses is touch. Like balance and kind of stuff.
Suppose I could. Yeah, we can make an argument for that.
As well as like the perception of like you said, like distance and depth and that shit. So it's
you're making a ranged attack is your goal?
Yes,
Alright,
I
yeah.
am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which I also, I have the little dot in the little shield thing, so that means
Your
I get the
specialization.
advantage, right?
Yeah, so you get to roll
Right.
twice and take the higher number.
Yeah, your girl did that on purpose. Woohoo!
she's the only one who took combat shit.
Yeah, you did not take a lot of combat. You just got to get crafty about how you approach things, or help each other out.
Yeah.
21.
21. Okay, that is. Let's see.
Nice.
Thank you. I hope that succeeded.
You gain 2 grit, so go ahead and add 2 grit to your total.
Apparently it did.
Wow, is that actually? Okay, so it's not enough to take him down, but he's looking real rough after this.
So it's just sticking in his eye, but like he's like, we're still going.
Listen, you only need the one.
True.
Yeah.
As 2 of my 4 characters I've played can tell you.
It's just the one.
Hype, then that is my
Miles
turn.
has a brand to protect. Excellent. Yeah, so that's... You want to do any cool flavor text about how you do it, or no?
Oh, I guess I could. I guess I could do that thing like role playing.
If you want to.
I could do the half of the game that this is.
Yeah, I could do that one part of the game. So I'm gonna whisper to myself. Not today, motherfucker, and then I'll shoot and I'll let it go.
Alright, got all of those old Norse swears.
Mater fuck.
Mater.
Mater Vater.
Materfolker.
Mater Vuker.
Materfuker. Alright.
Whatever accent we're in.
The kid killed the
I
goat.
believe that's Chelsea, and then if you wanted to go last, unless Chelsea also wants to go last, and then you guys can fight about it, I guess.
I think just between you and I, would you rather go before me or after?
I can go before. I won't be able to do anything really this round, so it doesn't super matter for me.
Then go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to how close am I again to the back wall? Is there anyone behind me if I back up? Would I sense?
There's a
how
couple,
close am I to the wall? Like, if I
archers
reach
who are
back.
further back. Like, you'd say Vasilisa and the other people who are planning to be fighting with ranged weapons are probably further back towards the scaffolding.
No, but like if I wanted to put my back up against a wall so I knew no one was coming from behind me, how close am I to backing up?
I feel like the thing that would be behind you would be the altar.
The burning thing, I'd probably feel that before then.
Yeah, so
I would
Yeah.
know my directionally.
you're probably good, like, yeah, so from there it's like a 25 feet to a wall. But you were close to the center of the room when this all happened.
Okay, so then I guess if I'm imagining the altar correctly, if I put my hand back to like kind of back up towards it, would I feel marble or fire?
Like, how tall is like the altar?
The altar goes up to about your chest level. So
Great.
if
So
you're,
I would
if you're feeling
feel
down low,
I would
you
feel
can
hot metal
Yeah.
or stone.
Yeah.
Great. So I want to do kind of back up towards that. And as soon as I start to feel it like get hot on my hand, I want to kneel down, and use my runes to try to give me insight to what I would do tactically in battle. So I would like to say, like, Queen of Shadows, daughter of Loki, show me guidance through the shadows.
She actually looked up this god. All right. Yeah.
A bitch.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and make it. What a bitch. She actually did the research.
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll insight. I'm gonna set this real quick, but it probably won't be.
Insight.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still a 2. Thank God. Thank God. That is a 20. Not naturally.
Whatever vision you get, the vibe that you basically get is to. It's generally the vibe that you get is you are outnumbered. The best thing you can do is prioritize disrupting the chain of command. It's like the basic thing that you get. To take out the people who are giving the orders is generally what comes to you. However that vision manifests to you, that's the vibe that you get from it. You almost feel hell like talking to you directly at this point. It feels.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything else really then.
That's
now.
your action, but however you can communicate that knowledge to people if you would like. However that means. And then yeah, whatever that is to you.
I think I would shout. I don't even know how to say that without giving it away. How far back do I have to back up to get to the altar?
Like 5 feet. You weren't.
So,
far
like,
from
can
it.
I reach and, like, tug on Einar?
Yeah, if you were walking backward, on my turn, I was even going to say that I had walked back with you. So yeah, I'm still, whatever you're pulling, I just have my hand axe and I'm just walking with you.
Okay. So, I'm gonna, like, grab him and go, we have to take the main lady down. We can't win this any other way.
Whatever vision you got lets you know that there are multiple. There's multiple.
The main
commanders,
people
more or less.
down.
Yeah. I should have clarified that a bit more, but yeah.
That's it.
Okay. As you say that, Einar's. Let's see. Can I use tactics to give a signal to Vasilisa to target the other Jarl and then also
I will say the other Jarl. You can't really see the Jarls at this point. There's such chaos going on around them with all the shield wall. You can't get a clear.
Okay, all right.
You can't get a clear line with them.
Just gonna need another second.
Okay.
I have two ideas. Either directing some tactics.
Tactics can absolutely do some good
Or-
stuff here. It's just what you decide to do with it.
My two choices are directing some tactics or taking a melee against the big guy. I'm just gonna. I direct the archers behind me. How many archers are there? 3, 2.
You've got like 4. 4.
You've got like 4.
You've got like 4 archers. Not including.
And I direct them towards the big guy, just to kind of like be like, just fucking take him down.
Just like focus fire on him.
Focus fire, yeah, just to like get him as that chaos is happening over there with the shields, with the shield guards. It's one of those things where my intention is to keep the archers focused right there for now. To then, actually, hold on. Can I direct 2 of them to hit him, and 2 of them? Do they have any sort of line of sight towards the front entrance?
Yes.
So 2 towards the front entrance, 2 at the big guy.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a tactics for me. I'm going to calculate this real quick because this is a bit of a more complicated thing than I expected.
Just let me see. Okay, 4. Not bad.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 4.
No. 12.
12 total?
Fuck, I was supposed to ask. I meant to. I can't do it now.
Okay.
I was going to use grit. So it's like, I gotta remember to say that before I roll.
If you would like to, I'll count it this time.
Okay. Yeah. It was the idea that like I already knew that like this was a high tension moment, and so I would rather spend a grit to lower it by 1.
So you're going to take 1 strain, but you are going to you're not going to do any damage to the big guy, but you are going to hurt the guy
People
that's
coming
leading
in.
the archers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so as I direct them, he's able to like wildly swing, and it kind of like it's such close quarters anyway that like they're trying not to hit their own people, and so as they try to get it in there, they can't hit the big guy. He's just sort of stumbling a little bit. He's obviously still really hurt, but it's just one of those things where he kind of lucked out. Towards the door, though, they're able to get 1, 2 of the people running through, straight on the neck or something. And they both fall down, toppling onto the scaffolding that Thelos has put against originally against there. So they kind of like fall onto the side.
Yeah. Okay. Top of the order with Miles, I believe. Yeah.
We keep the. Oh wait, yeah, that's. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Everybody should take a turn.
Just
and
in
so it kind
general,
of,
like once we set a
cycles
turn,
back.
it's generally nicer to like stick to it just to keep people going. But
understand
if people want to change for whatever reason, or somebody's like, I don't want to go yet, or something, we can totally do that. Not a big deal.
So we'll go in the same order, but if it gets to you and you say, I'd actually like to hold on for a second, that's the way to do it.
And then also at any point, if you feel like helping somebody else would be better than whatever you were planning to do, you can choose to forfeit your next action and spend 1 grit to lower their difficulty level.
We can do that on their turn.
Yes, on their turn. When they decide to do something, you can go like, I'm going to use a grit and give up my turn to help them with this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miles, what would you like to do?
Thelos has been shoved around, takes a step back, kind of internally scolds himself like that was a stupid idea. He starts scanning the chaos for something that he's more attuned to, something that makes more sense to him. The notch that was taken out of his own shield, blocking one of the blows, reminds him like he knows this better than anyone. So what he wants to try and do is scan through and see if he can find any like poorly maintained or damaged enemy shields or like spears, and he can like try and capitalize on those. Like look for like a shield with loose boards and like kind of put pressure where he would need to in order to shatter those, or any like spears that have taken damage that he could like try and snap off.
Okay, it's interesting. So it won't be a craft check because you're not crafting, but I will say that you can apply your carpenter and workmanship skills. Well, at least your carpenter skill to it. That certainly makes sense. I'd say you can at least apply the path of the carpenter to this for sure.
What does that mean?
So since your background lines up with what you're trying to do, it's like, oh, you've got experience in this. It lowers your difficulty level.
Okay, cool.
Did you want to spend any grit as well, or?
I'm out of grit. I spent my 2 grit last time.
Right. Okay. We'll check what we make. That could be either... I'd say you can make that either in intellect or in awareness check.
Let's go intellect.
That seems to make the most sense. And also, are you using your axe to do this as well?
Yeah. I put my shield on my back, pull out my axe, and use it to...
Alright, so you can use your +1 for that.
Cool.
Oh, Miles. I said go. I was saying go. Like go. Like, yeah. Rah. How about that?
That's a 12. Yeah.
So, you take 1 strain, but you do manage to take somebody down in the process and make a little bit of progress towards reaching the Jarl.
Nice.
How does that look to you?
Running, I jump back into the fray with my axe out, like hammering through a couple of guys. I see someone with a with a damaged spear that's being shoved towards part of my shield line, and I just basically scissor between my shield and axe and snap off the end of it, and then just punch him right in the face with my shield. As I'm doing that, someone next to him, like I've spent too much time on this one guy, and someone next to him just shoves me with his own shield, and I sprawl forward again, vaguely in the direction towards the Jarl.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to talk about my strain.
Who was next? Either Jackie or Bridget. Who went after? Is Bridget? Bridget.
Me. So after totally whiffing that, can I kind of back up also towards the burning pyre? And I kind of want to is there is the whole base of the statue the burning offerings, or is there a space that I could get kind of high?
The offerings are not on the statue. The altar and the statue are two
they're
separate
in
things.
an altar on... Okay, great.
The altar is in the
an
center
altar...
of the room. Yes. The altar is 15 feet in front of the statue. And has all the burning stuff on top of it. It's in the center of the room. The statue is against the back wall.
It's against the back wall. Okay.
Yeah. But you can get there.
But I can get there.
Yeah, you don't have movement speeds or whatever. It's feasible that you can get there.
Fuck, do I have enough?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I kind of want to run back towards the statue and kind of climb up on it, and I'd like to start a chant. Fuck the green stags! Fuck the green stags! And that sort of just whipping up my side of the fuck the green stags! Hell fleet for life! That sort of shit. Get everybody real fucking pumped. I want berserker mode from everybody. Please?
Yeah, go ahead and...
if I use 2 grit points?
Yeah, roll an influence.
Influence? Great.
She's using 2 grit points.
Using 2 grit.
And 2 grit points. Alright. Which d20 do I want to do this with? Alright. Fuck the green stags! Yeah. Kind of want to,
from the
bang my axe.
grandstand statue.
Fuck the green stags. Alright, so I add 2 for the, 2 for the grit, right?
No, it just
No.
that just
It just
lowers
lowers
your
it.
Grit lower the
difficulty.
DL. Yeah, it doesn't factor into your
All you do
Okay.
is
Your roll.
the what is it again? You said
The influence.
You add your
influence.
+4 from influence.
Okay. Oh, fuck me! It's an 8. So that's a 12.
It's 12. Okay, you.
Wait,
you succeed.
doesn't she have performance? Would that factor in?
It lowered the DL, which is why she
Again.
succeeds here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
See,
gain
2
one
grit
grit back.
points.
You
Great.
gain 1 grit back. And
Okay.
you see. The crazy thing is, you see your shield walls start kind of winning the fight around where the Jarls are. You see them kind of starting to push towards, since they went in last, they're trying to like get into the center where whatever is happening around the Jarls. And you see them start pushing back the green stags a little bit. You're not sure if it's your chance or not, but things are going well at the
Something.
moment.
Okay.
Um,
So now I have 2 grit.
yeah, Jackie. So,
I think I'm just gonna stay where I am for right now and then basically just do the same thing, but I want to try to get him in the middle of the throat this time.
okay. Cool. Yeah, roll me a ranged with advantage.
$19.
Fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you.
No, thank God, because
Drop
the
him.
other one was a 2. So thank God that I get advantage.
You gain 2 grit, and that's enough successes to finish him.
Jesus. This dude stepped in, didn't know what he was coming for.
Okay, so this is how I would like to kill this man. I'd like to take a moment, close my eyes. Obviously not a very long moment because I could die any moment, which I mean I guess is the point for me, but still. Hold my arrow out. And then speak to my husband and say, "This is for you. I will not let anyone hurt anyone I love ever again." And then let it go.
Okay, yeah, he collapses, gurgling as blood pours from his throat. And that is that man down.
Fucking rad.
Cool. All done.
Fuck yeah, girl.
Chelsea, I think it's you next.
Yes.
So, can I hear other commands being given in all the chaos?
Yes.
Because I don't know how many. I don't know have any awareness of who's in charge.
You hear 2 voices. This is pretty clear to anybody who's paying attention. Back with the archers by the entrance, there is one man who has been giving them the draw fire, huh?
The enemy archers.
The enemy archers. Yeah, back at the entrance of the cave. Those guys who had filed in and were like firing arrows from the entrance. There's one guy who is giving like the draw, take aim, like fire, like those orders, and they're like all firing in unison at the same target, kind of following his orders.
Okay.
So you're hearing a voice from over there. You're also hearing rapidly approaching. You're hearing somebody giving advancement orders to, and what you can see through your vision, you do see people. You do see like shields and spears approaching. The shields are emblazoned with a green stag. So you're like, it's probably the bad guys. You see them approaching, and you hear somebody saying, like, hold steady, like, move this way. You do hear that there is somebody among them who is calling out the orders for their advance.
Are there... This is gonna be so stupid. I feel like I'm gonna be down if I do this, but whatever. Are there shields made of wood?
Yes, they're wooden shields with kind of metal metal rims and maybe a centerpiece.
Do they call it bracing or something?
Bracing,
like that?
something like that.
Yeah.
It's reinforced.
But
It's
primarily
reinforced with like
wood.
metal, but like a majority of the shield is wood.
And how close are they?
They're about 15 feet away. So they were like kind of advancing towards you behind the big guy that charged in that just went down. So they weren't moving as quickly because they've got the shields up and they're trying to move safely. So they're probably about 10 feet away from you at this point.
Okay. Alright, then I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to take my cloak off, my fur cloak,
Okay.
whip it over the fire, and try to throw it on the wooden shields.
Oh man, what would that count as?
throne?
Is that a throne or is that? Let's see.
Is that a
Smart as
tactic?
I would like it to be thrown over tactic, if I could be perfectly honest.
Is there a badassery check?
If I could request.
Something, yeah. What do we call that? It's either tactics thrown.
That's smart tactics. That is.
I can't think of anything else though.
Okay. So are you throwing it at them from a distance, or are you, as they approach, kind of like whipping it and like as they get within like 5 feet of you, like just kind of tossing this thing at them? I guess that's the thing. Are you throwing it at them from a distance or no? Or are you waiting for them to get, or are you throwing
I
it
was
when they're,
kind of
like,
planning
around
on doing
5
like
feet?
a little dancey motion where it was like I jumped on in and was like, "Fwa," you know?
Well, our video is really choppy, so we don't know what the foie is.
Yeah.
It was like a
so-
walk and jump kind of situazione. I'm trying to see something.
Oh, situazione!
It could also be dexterity, since you are kind of trying to like get this thing on fire and not have it burn you while throwing it at them.
Well, that is the same as my throne, so then I think I'll just stay back and throw it.
But your dexterity is one higher than your throne,
Nah, brah.
because you have
My
3 body
dexterity
and
is
and 2
3. My
combat.
throne is 3.
No, your dexterity is 4.
Oh, you took one out of body because of the.
I just sent you the updated one.
Sorry,
Right.
sorry. That's
I still have the old one open. That's the problem.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
sent you the updated one.
All right, no problem.
No.
Well, whichever one you would like to take, go ahead and just roll it. Doesn't particularly matter. We know what you're trying to do.
Okay. 20!
A natural 20 or total?
No, but still really good for me. It's a
are
20.
Are you just throwing it at the dudes, or are you trying to target anything in particular?
Just throwing it ideally on them to hit them.
Okay.
Catch them on fire, something.
Well, that's... Jesus Christ. Yeah, the voice that you hear giving commands as you do this, you hear him... You hear that voice, like, get replaced with, like, screaming. That is enough successes to disrupt the shield commander. So, and you also gain 2 grit.
Oh,
How would you...
cool.
How would you like to do this? Like, what happens?
So I succeeded in hitting them.
You succeeded by 5, so...
Did she... Is that a clarification of she succeeded by killing them?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Here's
trying to
the-
understand.
It can be... you get to decide. Are you... Like, what happens to them? It's your role. Like,
Okay.
you completed... You succeeded against the challenge of the shield commander. How that happens specifically is up to you. It's
Awesome.
your role.
Okay. Ooh, how interesting. Okay, so I'm going to take the thing, throw. The way I'm imagining this, is this correct? There's like a line of shields, and then there's the one dude, correct?
Yeah, he's with the line, but he's like in the center of the line, kind of, and he's giving commands as they're all advancing with like the shield up and spears out like this. Yeah.
The way this video is chopping is not making this hand signal look good.
Yeah. It doesn't look great. Oh,
I know,
wow,
you guys are
you're
really blurry
choppy.
too.
You might want to turn off the
we'll do
camera
that
and turn it back on
we'll
and
do
see
that
how
in
it...
between her turn and my turn.
Yeah.
So, what I'd like to do is I'm going to throw it so that it lands on, like, blanket style, like this. Horizontally is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
Over them.
So you're just setting
it's
these
like-
people on fire.
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to set them on fire.
I just want to set some Vikings.
So-
And I would like it to cause a lot of pain.
Yeah, so it lands directly over the commander himself, and he's just like
Yeah.
cloaked in this thing. He does get two of the guys on the side as well, not as directly, but it catches like their shit on fire, and they're like, oh, fuck. And the rest like kind of scramble a little bit. They're not like running away, but they're like, oh, Jesus, like what? Like they were not expecting that at all. All right. As the berserker goes down with an arrow in his eye and his throat, and the shield line scatters as their commander goes up in flames, Einar, what would you like to do?
I give a sort of like to the fur cloak being thrown over these men, and there's one dude who's directing the archers in the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might want to try to do another tactic run. Try to see if we can focus fire on him.
You want to direct him to specifically attack the
That guy.
commander?
Those four people. You've already used your action this round.
No, I know. But, like, if you will allow it, I will help you out with that, because my next action was going to be that.
Yeah, so you can
So I
you
can
can give
help
up
you.
you can give up your next round's action and spend
I'll
a grit
give up
to
my
help him
next
if you'd
round's
like.
action so that I can help you now.
I get you. Sorry.
How do you help?
Seeing how well my first chant went, I kind of want to go, get the guy in the back, he's giving orders. Get the guy in the back, he's giving orders. Get the guy in the back, make sure that you attack the guy in the back, he's giving orders.
I mean, the rules say I must allow it. All right.
Shenanigans!
Vikings, the school special.
Yeah. all
I
right.
don't, I have no other skills. I have zero other skills.
It's not about. It's not.
All right.
about
So
the
just yeah.
skill.
So take a grid off your sheet, lowers the difficulty level,
Okay.
and roll tactics
right.
for me.
Tactics.
Real quick. Let me check real quick. He was at. Okay, cool.
I think.
Not you. Tyler rolls tactics.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay.
you don't have to roll.
Just take a grit off my thing, so
spend
now I
a
just
grit.
got one grit.
You don't have to roll.
Great.
I think you gotta be nice to your dice. I think that I'm going to spend one grit
To reduce the strain.
to reduce the difficulty level on the roll.
So you need 2 grit to reduce the difficulty level, 1 grit to reduce strain.
Oh, that's right. Is that? I thought it was the.
Yes.
To reduce the difficulty level, you need to spend 2 grit.
I did
one,
mark-
1 grit to reduce the difficulty level for somebody else.
Then I
2
need
for
to
yourself.
Then I need to adjust how much grit I have. Sorry.
All right, no worries. So you don't have any grit to spend.
No, I do. I do have 2. That's why I was trying to figure out. I was like, do I want to spend it? Yeah. You know what? I don't want to lose out on this. So I'm gonna spend the 2 grit. Get to my
Okay.
threshold, and I want to embolden these yeomen to fire on that man with that glorious chant.
Fire
And
on
like
that man.
there's a moment of like hey, to the fur cloak being lit on fire and over these men, and then the chant comes and it's like, all right.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your tactics.
All right. That's 16.
Okay. That is. Let me count up those successes real quick. Yeah, that's. So you gain 2 grit, that's 6 successes.
Nice.
Chelsea, you also gain 2 grit. If I forgot to tell you, you also gained 2 grit from the thing that you did last time. Did I remember to tell you? Okay. Yeah. You gain 2 grit, and that is enough to defeat him. How does that happen?
Jackie's just got a question real quick.
What's up?
I have like an out of character question because I've now gained 6 grit, but it says on my thing the threshold is 4. So do I actually only have 4 grit? Like, how does that?
You cannot go above 4 grit. Yes.
Great. Okay. Just wanted to check to fix my notes. Thank you so much. Go, Tyler. Go.
Go team. But this is right before I say my thing. It's like what I'm seeing right now is like this is in terms of like. Let's talk about the game to our viewers. It's like that's the benefit of using your grit, right? Is that it's like I'll use the 2 grit to lower my difficulty rating, and if I do that, I have a better chance of potentially earning it back immediately. So it's like, yeah, don't be too afraid to use your grit because you could potentially greatly benefit from it.
Yeah, like inside baseball with that roll, you would have gotten 2 successes. But you wouldn't have gained any grit if you hadn't spent 2 grit to lower the difficulty level. Lowering the difficulty level is what made you succeed by so much that you gained 2 grit back, so it's like you spent nothing, and you succeeded more.
Yeah. So it's a better success. I probably maybe wouldn't have killed him either, right? Like I would, it's like it's that kind of tactical thing but Miles also has a thing.
So earlier when I had an epic success on the boat, can you gain grit? Can you gain grit during that? Or...
Yes, you should have gained 2 grit then.
Okay, I super didn't. So
I'm
going to put that on my thing now so I can have some grit.
Yeah, you should have been at 4 grit after that.
All right. So after hearing the chant and just sort of like, it's like, I say to the bowman behind me, say, make your fathers proud and your mothers as well.
And your mothers weep.
It was halfway through. I was like, well, I meant to say both. And I was about to say, and your mothers weep. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And their mothers weep. That's it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Make your mothers proud and their mothers weep.
Yes.
Jesus.
Exactly. And so the 4 of them, and they twist through the shieldmen and like just barely on the guy who's directing the archers on the other side.
Yeah, that guy's a pincushion. The other archers are just like, oh shit, and they're still taking shots, but like they're not sure what to do. Like they're like looking at the battlefield now, and like their focus is like drifting in terms of like what should we be doing. So they're taking shots, but
and
like
what what they see between the shieldmen is me going like, no.
Thelos, back to you.
I do a thing, and it's a good thing too.
Oh
yes,
shit, you succeed.
Sick.
Yeah, with those.
The thing you did was good.
With that caveat.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Everything I do is failing. No, I'm just kidding.
You're trying to do a very difficult thing. You're trying to carve through a bunch of dudes.
shield walls. Yeah, I get that.
Trying to carve through a bunch of dudes.
Just think about, with your abilities and with your path, what is the thing that you can do that other people can't do that's helpful right now?
Alright, so I hate to be the describe the room for me guy. The scaffolding, is that around the edges of the building or around the statue itself?
It's on both ends of the statue have scaffolding kind of going up the side, so it's really only on the back wall. The back part of the circle, I guess I should say.
Okay.
It doesn't go around the whole thing.
Okay. See, there's not a lot for a carpenter to work with here.
That initial idea you had of looking for, like, weak points, or even just, like, knowing the weak points of wooden crafted things, is valid. That does lower your difficulty level for doing it. This is just a very difficult thing you're trying to do.
Yeah. I might just try and do that again. Just keep at it. Keep charging ahead. I will use my grit to lower my difficulty level again.
Okay.
Since I have it. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to like shove my way through trying to make a hole for myself using the weak points of their equipment.
Perfect. Chelsea?
Can I assist in that? Because I have good awareness.
Yeah, you can say that you're assisting him in some fashion. If you want to spend 1 grit and give up your next turn, you can lower his difficulty level.
Yep.
Wait.
Excellent. How are you assisting?
How am I assisting?
Yeah, like what are you doing to help him out? Just like describe like what it is you're doing.
Oh, I looked it up because I was like, I didn't know how I was aware as with blindness.
That's why I started laughing.
I can use like my senses, so I think that like I don't know. I am just don't know.
You could potentially as a.
It's so hard to not use my eyes.
As a seer, you could potentially say you're getting ideas of like this is the direction you should head or something like that.
But would that require an action?
No, because you're giving up your turn for it. If you basically are taking an action, you're just taking it early and giving up your turn in exchange, and you're not rolling for it because you're giving up a grit for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I thought I had to like literally use my here and now senses. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, it's basically saying that like the time that you would spend on your next turn, you're just spending it doing this thing to help them instead. So you are taking your turn, you're just taking it now to help him, basically.
It's a simultaneous turn. It's a
Yeah.
It's like my chance.
Great, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, yeah, so if you're getting vibes, yeah, that'll help.
My here and now senses was my favorite part.
My here
Well, I have to
and
get
now?
that one,
Oh.
so...
Alright, Miles, go ahead and roll. What are you rolling? You're rolling
It was intellect last time.
intellect last time? Yeah, I think that makes sense as like a generally like you're looking at it and you're like, this is where the weakness should be. This is you like, yeah.
And
This
his
is a pretty
carpenter
intellect thing, I would say.
And his carpenter thing works as a lower as well.
Yeah, because you're not crafting, but you're using that knowledge that you use when crafting, going like, this is where the weakness should be, sort of thing.
Sorry if I'm repeating you. I just wanted to
It's all good.
understand it better.
Jesus Christ. That'll be an 11. I cannot roll right now.
That's okay. You got enough help that you do succeed. You don't gain any grit, but you also don't gain any strain.
Woo! That's good. I'm feeling pretty rough already.
You entered a mosh pit, my friend.
That is 2 successes. Yeah. You clear enough of a path that you can see the Jarls. So how does that happen?
It's just charging, dodging and weaving, just like a lot of like
You are getting Berkild's help as well.
Yeah. Just like, you know, I'll be like charging in, like find a weak point where I can like break through or like use a poorly made shield to like create an opening. Going in, I hear, wait, I stop and a spear flies out in front of me, ducks away, go, and I go back in. It's like, I forget what it's like. That's fine. Doesn't matter. But yeah. And then I pull up. I'm near the middle of the fray, and I want to just try and position myself near our Jarl to be of assistance.
Okay. That's good.
Can I ask just like a quick question to Jackie really quick? Where's your bear? Is your bear here?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can't put a
No.
bear on a boat.
You can't put
No,
a bear on a boat.
No,
Watch
trackers leave their animals at home when they know they're going on a long journey.
Yeah, don't worry.
This
yeah.
seems easy.
Yeah, it said so in the book, so.
I've thought about the bear. Don't worry about it.
Be nice to have a bear right now.
A bear can't
I
roll
know.
wars.
Bear, stare.
All right. So because of the help that has happened, Jackie, it is your turn next.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was like, no, Bridget, but you're right. Okay.
Bridget and Chelsea
so-
both forfeited the turn
I
this round.
Yes.
just did the sickest chant ever. It's your turn.
Yeah, that's what it was. Am I... So, while Thelos is making the, the path to the Jarls, am I in the vicinity to also follow him?
You could if you would like. So basically what's happened is everything that he was doing combined with what the shield wall has been doing has basically pushed the enemy shield wall back enough that you now can see the Jarls kind of fighting on the outside of it, more or less. It's been pushed back enough that you can see them now. And Thelos has like pushed through and made enough space that you're kind of pushing the enemies back from the battle.
Amendment to my question, do I have an easy shot? From
Not
where
an
I'm
easy
standing?
shot. Not an easy shot, but a shot.
Well, you miss 100% of the chances you don't take, and I'll use 2 grit on it to try
You're
to
using-
shoot her.
Wait, when you say I'm using 2 grit, do you mean I'm dropping it 2 difficulty levels, or do you mean I'm just dropping it the 1? Because it takes 2 to drop it by 1. Are you
Yeah,
doing
I'm just
that
gonna
twice?
drop it by 1.
You're
No,
just dropping it
I'm
by
just gonna
1.
drop it by 1. Yeah.
Okay.
You only can drop it by 1.
Oh, I thought you could do it multiple. Okay.
No. You can only spend 2 grit to lower it by 1 every time you go. So you're taking a shot with your bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dice, help a girl out.
That's what I'm saying. Just gotta give a little kiss.
Yeah. You get to roll twice.
Ah! Okay. What if they're the same number?
Depends on what the number is.
It's not good.
Uh-oh. What'd you get?
How does a 9 do it for you?
A 9 does real bad. A 9 does real bad, Jackie.
That's great. Because it was a
You're-
3 both times.
Yeah. You're going to take... You're going to take 6 strain.
Okay.
Ouchies.
You're going to take 6 strain, however that happens. Whatever happens to you to cause this.
I think maybe I just do it too quickly. So then I accidentally graze the side of my face with my arrow, which knocks me off balance and I fall and I get trampled on by other people fighting.
Okay.
And that's how I lose almost all of my life.
Also, as a result of this, you do see as the shield wall fight happens, you see as bodies are falling and people are and the battle is happening, you do see one in particular. You do see Arnhildr go down and start kind of crawling out of the trying to pull himself away from the shield wall fight. Yeah. He's taken a pretty serious blow. Okay. Next is Tyler.
Einar, seeing... What's his name again? Rigvalder?
Arnhildr.
Arnhildr.
Yeah.
Crawling out or just trying to break away would attempt to pull him out.
Okay.
Kind of gives a little pat to Brughild and a whispered or, just a very brief, I'll be back, and runs to him to pull him back out. And is that my action, or would it be something where like I could pull him out and try to assess the damage and see what I could do for him?
I'll say that you can take an action if you'd like. It's not hard to get him out. As he goes down, they don't really have time to worry about the people who do fall. They just kind of keep focusing on the targets that are up. So as he's crawling out, it's pretty easy to separate him from the fray.
I'm just kind of dragging. I'm just trying to drag him a bit away and assess and
you
see.
do see there's a lot of bleeding coming from his from the left side of his torso. It seems like he took a pretty serious blow to that part of his stomach, basically.
Open my bag. I take out the needle and thread, and my hand gently but sort of like gruffly kind of takes his head and points it at me and says, "You will not like this." And then just kind of takes the bandages as well, and I'm going to try to do what I can to stop the bleeding, to then tie him up, to stitch him up.
To patch him up.
Yeah,
sure. What? Let's see. So what exactly do you think your approach would be here? Like which skill?
It's the steady hand.
Steady hand will apply to the situation.
Thread.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm just working through my thought. I'd say it's either dexterity or focus. It's either using the agility in my hands to like do a good job, or the focus of.
I'd say you could apply it to either, considering that in this situation, like you're literally in a combat scenario trying to do medical work. So I could apply either.
I'd say focus. This is a direct sort of conflict of why he became what he is.
Sure.
And so it's like it's one of those things that it's in the same vein as what was happening with the boat, is that it's the steady. What he lost before was because he panicked and he didn't know what to do, and he has trained for winters to do this.
I'd say focus would make sense here. Yeah.
All right. So first roll. 1. Next roll is 13, so that's good.
So add your.
So focus is 3 plus 2, so 5, 18.
18?
Yes, 18.
Yeah,
Or sorry,
quick.
no, it might be 17. This give me a second. Sorry, it might be 17.
You're counting your med kit as part of it, yes.
That's why I was trying to think about it. I was like, it might. Oh, I have a +6 because of the healer's kit, so that is 19.
19.
Okay, sorry about that.
You do gain 2 grit. That is 5 successes. You are able to successfully stabilize him. He may not be able to continue fighting right now, but you are able to patch up whatever the wound is.
I kind of take his face back in my hands. It's like, if you move, you ruin my good work.
All right. Yeah. Okay. After that, we're back at Miles, I believe.
We are. I'm just gonna. How's the fight going with the Jarls?
The Jarls, they both look pretty bloody. Arnhildr is definitely worse for the wear. She's got a lot of wounds. Most of them seem superficial, but she's got a lot of wounds on her back, on her sides, where it definitely seems like, because of the whole ganging up situation, it was not a fair fight. And it does seem like, skill-wise, she does best Oda, but she's a lot more wounded right now, and it's harder for her to she doesn't seem to be flagging, but it also seems like one of those situations where kind of the bloodlust is driving them, and so her body may not actually be keeping up with where her mind's at right now.
Yeah. What I would really, really love to do is... So at this point, the shield wall, like, basically the fight, is it happening, like, at the clash in the middle now, as opposed to on their side, or is it more on our side? Where's the shield wall at?
As it's going on, the shield wall is more and more... your forces are successfully kind of pushing them back from the Jarls.
Okay. So at this point,
holding the
our
line.
Jarl, like, isn't really in danger of being surrounded by people besides the other Jarl at this point?
She's not dealing with multiple opponents anymore. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, then I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to try to get... I'm going to try and reverse that same tactic. I'm going to try and, like, see what points of the shield wall can spare a person or two, and then pull them and have them gang up on the Jarl.
I think I would consider that to be a tactics check.
It seems like it, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not really something I'm incredible at, has nothing to do with carpentry or workmanship, and I have no more grit, so maybe this will kill me. You never know.
You can't die, you can only take an injury.
You got it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I could just take injuries.
Yeah, let me set this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What do you got?
Okay. Let's find out together. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I rolled a 5. That's 9. I cannot roll well today, you guys. I don't know what happened.
You do take 2 strain.
Cool.
And you do not successfully, as you're trying to... Yeah. Things don't go well as you try to find somebody to pull away. Whatever that means to you, does that put you over your threshold?
No. I'm just very near it.
Okay. Yeah, you do take 2 strain. It does not go well for you.
Dude, don't feel down. Like, you're trying to do the hardest thing out of anybody here. Like, you are facing the fucking uphill battle of the week.
You went into the
I also just don't
hardest...
have any useful skills for this, which is frustrating to myself.
But I just mean to say,
also, I haven't rolled this 5 I rolled is the highest roll I've had since the battle started.
Dude,
Ouch.
Like,
Ouchies.
fucking
it's very irritating.
let that dice know what you...
Put it in jail. New dice.
I don't have my die. That was a new die.
Yeah.
All the other ones were my other die, so that didn't help either.
Next, I believe, is Bridget. Oh, actually,
Great.
what happens to you as you're trying to do this? Actually,
Nothing. No, I feel like I'm running around trying to figure out some way to help the Jarl, and I think that Thelos just starts feeling disheartened because that's how I feel.
You think it's like more of a mental strain than like you getting hit by something. Okay.
Yeah, he's just starting to feel like useless in this situation. I think he's getting like flashbacks to feeling useless 20 years ago, like not being prepared for this, and it wears on him.
Bridget, you're next, I believe.
Okay. No one else really so the I'm trying to phrase this so that I can still have an action after this. The other Jarl is named Oda,
Yes.
right? All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna start the chant, "Get Oda, get Oda, get Oda," and sort of focus everybody's fire towards our enemy Jarl. Get Oda.
Perfect. Yeah, let's make that an influence.
An influence? All right.
Yeah. Either influence or tactics.
I mean,
More influence.
I have
'cause you're
a
trying to
higher
affect
influence.
people's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go
Alright.
ahead and make it influence. 1 second. Let me.
Oda. G-E-T get Oda.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, don't you kill my Jarl tonight. Oh, it's a natural 11, so that's a 15.
You take. So you don't pass. You end up taking 6 strain.
6 strain? Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'm way past my...
So you take an injury then.
I do.
So
how do
roll
you want me to do that?
To will, right?
You roll a d20.
Oh, that's
to
right.
figure out where
Which
the
one?
injury. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's see. 4.
4.
Pretty sure it's.
Where is it in
No,
the
it's
rules?
below that.
I think it's
like in
mind.
gray. 4 is it's 0. It's like 1 through 5 is mind, and
It's
then
mind.
6 through 10 is body, and then
Okay, yeah, yep, it's mind. So whatever happens, you've taken an injury to mind.
Okay.
How does that happen?
Hang on. Sorry, let me just write this down so that I
I love that. A good portion of this game is the DM going like, "You've done this thing. How does that happen?"
Do
How
my
does
job.
it do
Dude, yeah, describe it
It's
for
the
me.
exact
And keep in mind,
D&D.
keep in mind when you're talking about this, it can be like you've got like the whole battlefield at your disposal, basically.
Right.
Anything can happen that disheartens you, more or less, or whatever causes like your mental injury.
I think I see my friend I keep forgetting his name. Theros?
Fellows.
Delos! God damn it, I'm so sorry. It's
Theros is magic.
it's just because my mind is injured. Thelos. I'm gonna write it down. I see kind of Thelos getting a little like and I'm like, oh god, is this what happened? Is this what happened last time? Is this what happened last time when my parents died? My parents are dead. Oh god, oh god, oh god! And like I think it just sort of like because this is the first like combat thing that she's been in. So I kind of think the whole thing kind of like fuck, like, you know, I see people go down, I see people I know go down, I see people I care about go down, like Einar is working on, you know, on Berghild's brother, and like I know him, and like I think it's like the whole thing sort of gets a little like
You're like approaching a mental break, basically.
Basically, yeah. I was coasting on fumes before, and now I am real fucking close to losing it.
Cool. I mean, not cool,
Okay.
but yeah.
Thanks.
Jackie.
Okay, so what I think I would like to do is put my bow away, grab my hand axe, and on my way to Thelos, try to like cut people on my way.
Just like a general melee check to people that you pass, because yeah, there are still a few like shield
Yeah.
warriors. They're scattered, but they're still here. They're still trying to like cause damage.
Good thing I have nothing to add to melee.
You get your 2 combat, and you get your and you get a +1 from the hand axe as well, so you get a +3 added to your roll.
Hey dice, help a girl out.
Yeah.
14.
All right, that is a success. You're not trying to do anything particularly hard right now. Yeah, that's 4 successes. You gain 2 grit, and I'll say you take out 2 of them on the way. I would say, however that looks to you.
I would say I just like do like the like how you would see it in a movie is like a slow-mo run after you see like a loved one go down and you're like, oh no, I don't like this. And then I'm just gonna say I slash 2 people across their chests on my way.
Rad.
And that makes up for the last move.
Yeah. Chelsea.
Cool. So my first thing is I'm going to use 1 grit and take my strain down to 2.
Okay.
Can I do that more than once per turn? No, probably not.
No, once per turn you can spend grit. You cannot use grit more than once per turn.
Cool. Lit.
Lit.
So.
Like my cloak.
Damn. Okay, so I am going to probably hear my brothers screaming in agony as all of this is happening, which is going to make me abandon anything smart in my head, which isn't much. Pull out my longsword, and very similar to what Jackie just did, just start like ripping into anyone near me that is bad. Not good, guy.
Okay. I was like, I am who is near you.
Yeah, I realized.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, that'll be a +5 with your 4 in melee and your +1 in long blade. So yeah, go ahead and roll a melee.
$14. That was really hard.
Doing the math?
Yeah, I was like, what is 9 plus 5?
Yeah.
Right? That's 14. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yes,
It's
you
14.
get 4 successes off of that. You actually gain 2 grit. And I'd say again, just like with Jackie, I'd say you take out two random dudes on the way.
Oh, I'm cutting their heads off.
Just some of those shield guys. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the one guy's head off, stab it on the end of my thing, force it into the other guy's open wound that Jackie had, and then rip up behind, like through him into the other guy. I'm mad.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a warrior.
In the kitchen, are there knives?
Balls.
Yeah. You do that, and you make it to them. Because you were heading towards Thelos, right? Or were you just tearing people up?
I'm just
Were you
blindly
whatever was
thrashing.
Okay, so you're not heading to your brother. You're just tearing people.
No,
apart.
now at this point I just want to.
Cool.
I mean, they're close to me. I imagined. I'm just now protecting him.
Yeah, there were a couple scattered shield soldiers left after you set them on fire. There's maybe 3 of them left, and they're starting to get oh fuck, we gotta get out of. They're starting to want to get out of this general area. Yeah.
Cool.
Tyler, actually, yeah.
First off, I just want to say, Miles, I know you're playing with a leash, but for a while there, I thought you were playing with a thing of fruit by the foot.
No, it's
It's a purse
the
strap.
Purse strap, yeah.
Okay, I just mean
Just
Not fruit by
playing
the
with
foot.
fruit by the foot.
it ain't no fruit by the foot is my thing. And the way you were playing with it too, I was like, you're playing with his food a lot.
All right, case in point.
Case in point, playing with our food. This round changed very abruptly as we were going through it.
You stabilized this guy.
Yeah. So
yeah.
he seems fine in the interim.
He's okay. He's not going to be able to fight anytime soon, but he
That's
is.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I just mean to say, it's he's pulled to the side.
You've stopped the bleeding.
There's 3 people next to me and
There's 3 more shield dudes, but they're all just kind of they're a little afraid to actually engage right now. Right now,
how many are still within this?
the brawl by the arrows.
Yeah, the mosh pit.
I'd say it's 8 versus 6, with the 8 being on your side. And they're kind of just trying to trying to get through the shields, trying to do something. And then the Jarls are fighting with Theros being thrown around. Thelos being thrown around. Theros is a Magic the Gathering thing.
I think I would look at the ones who are already scared of us.
Mm-hmm.
And say to them, try to influence them by saying, well, maybe you don't want to be part of a clan that used to be. You would like to continue to live. Maybe you step away. Trying to sort of like intimidate them to vacate and just sort of.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an influence for me.
It's not bad.
It's not great, but
It's
not
not
bad.
great. 3. Okay. All right.
I would like to assist.
Natural 20.
Jesus
Hey!
Christ. All right.
So 23. 23 in total, but natural 20.
Yeah. The three of them definitely stop being aggressive towards you and just kind of start doing what you say. What that looks like depends on you.
I start to walk up to them as I say these things, and it's a firm, gentle hand on the shield, and a hand to the face of one of them.
He's just like frozen, like in fear.
Yeah,
just kinda, like,
it's sort of holding him and continuing to say just like, you benefit your clan by living. Don't waste it here in this dank, disgusting cave.
Yeah, they just kind of he sort of like looks back. He's like, just don't, and they just kind of put their weapons down. They're still holding the shield. I mean, the shields are strapped to them, but like they're
Again,
they,
yeah.
they put
The
weapons
hand
down
was
and
yeah.
just-
It's like the hand is more just is sort yeah. It's like it's just to it's not even to take it away. It's to like it was more to like put it up against them and to just there's some sort of physical metaphor there.
Yeah, they stand down. So
Kinda give
those,
them a
those,
nod.
Those three, yeah.
I give him a nod, and I, as the brief last part of my action, I sort of like am keeping an eye on what Brunhilde is doing and making sure these three men aren't part of her rampage.
Oh, Brunhilde?
Brunhilde, yeah.
Brunhilde is the Skald. Yeah.
Yes, sorry, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, just like making sure that I'm sort of in the pathway between them.
Fair. I feel like she's kind of making her way towards the throng of, like, the big fight, yeah?
Just again.
Oh no, I'm just going off, Ma.
That's what I mean. It's sort of a rampage right now, so that's what I mean. Is like I'm sort of trying to kite her away from the people that I've allowed. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
Back to Miles.
So, I'm going to use crafting to win. So,
Oh my God,
I have
yeah.
step 1.
Why did
I
you
have
think of that
step
before?
3. I have step 1 and I have step 3. As soon as I figure out step 1, use crafting. Step 2, step 3, win. Step 3, profit.
It is funny because I did specifically put something in here for crafters because both groups that I was running this for had a crafter or had a carpenter. So I did specifically plan a way for carpenters to do good work here. But
That's fair. I feel like it's too late at this point because the idea I had seemed like a bad idea, but at this point it seems like an even worse one. So I'm like here near the Jarls vaguely. There's 8 shields in front of me. They're pushing back 6 shields about, and the Jarls are fighting in my vicinity. Yeah, that's about the situation I'm in.
that's basically it. Yeah, like the shield walls are moving further and further from the Jarls as this goes on, And Oda, you can tell, is starting to kind of like she's looking for a way to get back on her side, but Arnhildr's not really giving her a chance to.
Are there... Alright. I'm gonna craft. And then I'm going to win. Are there some of the boards from my former barricade around?
They'd be about... They'd be 10 to 15 feet from you at this point, I would say.
Right, alright. This is about it. This can't work. I can't do this. It's not physically possible. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to get those, grab some of the barricade boards, bring them to towards the back of our shield line. I'm going to use my shields to prop them up at one end. I'm gonna make a ramp, and I'm gonna signal for some of the guys on our side who aren't on the shield wall to go over the ramp, jump over their shield wall, and start attacking them from behind. Great way to break a shield wall is by flanking it. They just have to jump over some dudes.
Over the top.
I'm gonna build them a ramp to do it.
I mean... yeah, roll me a crafting.
I'm crafting.
I'm gonna craft and then I'll win. Alright. My first plan involved some sort of like teeter-totter catapult to get people over. So this one makes more sense.
That's so funny. That's
This
so
one
funny.
makes way more sense than my other plan. What do I get plus to crafting?
A lot.
A lot.
The thing is, it's your
it 5?
specialty, so you can roll twice. It's +5, but you get to roll twice.
Plus my carpenter tools.
So yeah, plus 7 actually, but you get to roll twice.
I did roll twice. So that'll be a 20.
So you're asking people to... So you're taking a piece of wood from the barricade, and you're using your shield to prop it up
Yep.
to make a ramp.
Yeah. So they can attack the shield wall from behind.
So they can run and jump off the ramp
Yeah.
So,
to get
you're
over
making
the
a
shield
ramp.
wall.
Yeah. Yeah. And if they land on the guys from above, that would also break the shield wall.
So you take...
They can land on him shield first, maybe? I don't know.
So it is one success, but you also take a strain.
That's fine. Honestly, the
How
best I
does
could
this
have
happen?
asked for.
What happened, Miles? What does
So
this
I
look
have
like?
the board. I'm trying to prop it up, but I see it's not going to be tall enough. I lock eyes with guys. I tell them like we're gonna flank. Have them start charging at me. I end up like propping myself under the piece of wood with my shield. So I'm basically holding it up. They run up the thing to jump over the shield wall. The first guy makes it over our guys, and he just puts his shield under him, and he like lands on one of their guys from above, And the other guy like runs up and jumps and gets just beyond him. So that first guy's like on the ground with one guy, but there's a big old opening in the shield wall now, and the guy from behind is starting to make havoc. So they are not sure what to do. But I'd say trying to hold up that ramp with my person while two people ran over it is definitely a strain.
Yeah, that happens.
So if I hit my threshold, do I take an injury, or if I go over it?
If you go over your threshold, I believe. I'll check the rules real
Alright.
quick. But...
No, I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Then I may or may not be injured depending on this check.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You have to go over.
I think you have to go over. 'cause
By
that's
taking
how I
further
got-
strain while at their strain threshold. If you take more strain, you will take an injury.
Yeah.
That's okay. I've reached my strain threshold.
Welcome.
All right, you've taken all you can
this
take.
side of the strain.
All right,
Yeah, I kind of like.
Bridget, what would you like to do?
Well, since I've got an injury to my mind, I'm probably not in my correct mind. So I'm gonna think about how 20 years before I was a participant, but I couldn't be an active participant, but now is the time that I can take revenge for my fucking parents' death. So I'm gonna jump down off the statue and just run towards the fray and sort of with my hand axe swipe it, especially because I see the I might take a flying leap off of your strained ramp thing and see if I can get into the shield guys and kind of get a headshot on someone.
So you're taking a melee, basically.
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead and roll me a melee.
All of these dice have burned me today. Let's see. All right. Natural 19. That is a 22. 22.
You gain 2 grit and you take out 2 of them. However
I want to.
however that
Great.
looks to
So
you.
they're down to what?
So-
4?
For grit? Wait, what?
You gain 2
No.
grit.
2
Although
grit,
you
so
can't
now
go
I'm at
past your
3 grit.
threshold. Okay, cool. And you take out 2 of them. However that looks to you.
2 of them. All right, great. So I want to do the flying leap off of Thelos and sort of just get one guy right in the cranium, and then when I kind of land on him and have him flat with my axe in his head, I want to pull my axe out and get someone on the backswing, just straight in the face.
That
Or
happens.
the groin. You know what? Actually, since I'm on the ground, it's probably the groin. Axe to the dick.
You commit murder and castration.
Yeah, girl.
That is your round. Jackie, what would
Dick
you like
axe?
to do?
Dick axe? Eh?
Dick axe! Oh!
Well,
I'm putting that
I
in my
was
next
really
song.
enjoying Othello.
Oh, fellows.
Othello's.
I
Jackie.
strangle someone.
Jackie, what would you like to do?
How close am I to Thelos at this point?
Probably 20 feet. You've been shooting arrows and stuff. So
Cool,
you've
then
been-
I would
you've
like
been
to-
back. It's 20, 25 feet. He's
Great,
by
then
he's by the
Then I
yards.
would like to just keep running and keep hitting people with my hand axe on my way towards that area.
Including the people that have surrendered?
No. She
Those
remember
are the
she
only
already
people.
ran past
Those are
those.
the
No,
people
because
in
I
the
already-
way.
She already ran.
Okay,
she
cool.
already-
Then yeah,
already ran-
there's no other dudes between you and Thelos, though.
Oh, great. Then I'm gonna run up to him. And okay, so here's my question. Can I give someone
Can you remove
can I
strain from them?
no, can I give someone gear?
You
Like-
can theoretically, yes.
Okay. Then Miles, do you already have a hand axe?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to give him my bow and arrow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, you're the only family I have left. If and when I do not come back from this, just use it wisely. And then I'm gonna run back towards, like where more people are fighting, and like swing my hand axe.
So you're doing melee against the shield wall people? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I know it's gonna fail, but like I'm gonna try.
Okay, roll melee.
All of us on that journey together.
I know, we were like,
I'm gonna give up my next action to help her. Oh, I don't have a grid. I can't.
Oh, alright.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind.
15.
You take one strain, but you also take out a guy.
Cool.
Whatever that looks like.
Well, I'm getting real tired. So it's basically just me. I want to put the axe, like, I want to slam the axe into his mouth, and then rip his head, like, move it up and, like, rip his face.
There's not much left of the shield wall at this point. There's like 2 of them left. Arnhildr is having a very rough time. Oda is Oda's doing a lot of really dirty, cheap shit. A lot of like little kicks, stepping on her toes. A lot of stuff that's just like exploiting wounds that she's taken from the people that ganged up on her and all that. Kind of kicking her in the leg where she's got a stab wound, stuff like that. Arnhildr is struggling to stand at this point.
And now
Now it's Chelsea's turn.
yeah.
So when you say she's struggling to stand, is she down?
She's like, it's a thing where like she's like taking steps, but they're like staggering. She can tell she's putting like a lot of weight on it. It's taking a lot of energy. She's not moving very fast. It looks like she's about to collapse.
How many people are between me and them?
None.
None?
Yeah, the only other enemies are on the other side of the shield wall at this point.
Okay. So I'm going to use 2 of my grit to reduce this level.
Okay.
I, like a tank, I turn her and direct her toward. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you assisting?
And I
No, I'm sorry. That's why I was trying to say I was joking.
and I run towards them.
Okay.
And
What's the approach?
hold, I'm thinking this out.
Hold.
All right.
old brothers.
My plan is I run from some of the people that have fallen that I took out. I grab their axe. Is that possible?
You can grab their axe, yeah.
And throw my axe and their axe at her.
You're throwing their axe as you run towards them?
No, I'm gonna keep running forward and just do melee. I lied. 100% lied.
Okay.
I had a
You're
change of heart.
taking a melee against her.
So you have your blade. You're using your sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just, like, literally, she's basically all I can see straight ahead. Like, that's, with how small my pinhole vision is, it's like, that's literally, she's all I can see. So if anyone tries to take, like, an attack at me, can't see it, she's it.
Okay, go ahead and roll melee.
Remember, I took a down level. Just remember
I
that.
did. I've got it. I've got it
Okay.
up here. It's all good.
Just reminding.
Remember.
You remember that, right? 'Cause
I do. It's not a good.
That's a 12.
Okay. You... You take 4 strain and do not land an attack. Whatever happens as a result of that, like whatever leads to that, you take 4 strain. You can use your armor to reduce the strain if you'd like.
I would 100% because I cannot do. That's not good for me. I'm in the midst of that, so.
Okay.
Please and thank you. So I'm at 3 now.
Yes.
So I think what happens is I'm going for her, but it's more in the blind fury of like, where's Papa? Like, where is? I know where everyone else is. Like, and I'm just kind of like trying to make sure. Like, it's just trying to get whatever I feel like is the closest and most threatening thing.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, I'm super distracted. And like I said, my pinhole vision is like at her, that I miss someone, like, basically like cut into my side sort of situation. And I like stumble and I'm like, ugh, but.
Excellent. Tyler, it's your turn.
As I see her, Brookhilde, running towards the Jarl. Yeah, I think he would take his hand axe and No, he would run up and try to grapple her, the Jarl. And in the grapple, try to... Your men are dying, and you are losing. Give up and live.
I'd say you can roll that as an influence as opposed to an actual physical thing.
It's maybe less trying to like.
It'd either be an influenced or an unarmed.
Okay. I think I want to try influence because again, it's not really trying to overpower her in strength. It's more to direct the conversation.
Yeah.
All right, so I get a +3 to that. I'm gonna expend 2 grit to lower the.
Okay.
$18 altogether.
Okay. That is. You gain a grit back, and that is 3 successes against her.
I guess I would play it out as something where it's like maybe she doesn't listen to that first thing, and it's like, look around you. You are winning a fight against one, and you have lost everything around you to get it.
Yeah, so it's not enough to take her down, but it does leave a mark, whether physical or mental. It's up to you.
I'd rather leave a mental one. I'd rather leave something where it's like it's actually. Or do you mean on me? Sorry.
On her.
On her. Yeah, I'd rather it be mental. I'd rather it be something that she's having to battle with for this next moment.
Yeah. So I say she kicks you off afterwards, but she's clearly like shaken. But she shoves you off after that.
And it's semi hand raised, like not forfeiting, but just sort of stepping out of the fray again, just kind of being like,
I've said what I can, and I'll do what I can.
Yeah, she's back in battle with Arnhildr, who is just immediately coming back in, but that did shake her up a little bit, it looks like. Miles. It looks like the shield wall battle is like taken care of. There's like 2 of them left, and they're being ganged up on pretty bad. It'll be a matter of moments before that's over.
Yeah.
And some of your shield wall soldiers are now rushing down the archers who have been kind of firing, and the archers are starting to kind of like try to retreat out of the cave.
I just need to find something that I can do that isn't that difficult, so I don't take another strain.
That's fair.
So no more ramp building for me.
No more ramps.
No
more ramp being.
Sorry, yeah, ramp being. I am the ramp.
I am the ramp.
I've always been the ramp. I was born in the ramp.
I don't know how these things work. Honestly, so I'm not very good at fighting. I'm not gonna like be able to jump in and help our Jarl beat Yoda. Besides, she's so little and flippy. Beat Jarl Oda. But I'd love to, like, just come in with my shields and try and like counter any like dirty tricks I see happening. Like if I see Oda going for like those little dirty hits and stuff like that, I want to try and like be able to counter those. Basically just be like an extra shield beside our Jarl.
So like a defense then?
I'd say that'd either be a defense or a fortitude.
Yeah, I mean I'd rather it be a fortitude.
Yeah, if you're just trying to like be in the way and be like a wall, I could see an argument for being fortitude.
Awesome.
You know, Oda was a lot prettier 20 years ago. She didn't look like she was like computer graphics. She didn't.
Yeah.
She just had a lot more character.
Can't wait for baby Yoda.
Are you using any grit or anything? You have no grit to use.
I don't have any.
That's fair.
I don't have any.
I don't have no.
I would love to, Chris.
Can I? Ooh, I have grit. Can I give up one of mine and my turn at the end of this round to kind of like?
Yes, you can.
Have that influence sort of like, remove her confidence from using those dirty tricks.
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. So with my shield uses, can I only use 1 per round?
You can use 1 from each item. You could technically use both your shields in the same round.
We'll see how this goes then. Here's hoping. Okay. So it's +4 from fortitude. That's 19.
Okay. You gain 2 grit, and that is 4 successes. You're really starting to turn the tides. The fight isn't over yet, but it's starting to look very, very good for Arnhildr all of a sudden. Whatever that looks like to you.
Yeah, I just rush kind of up beside as the fight starts up again after Einar's little interruption, and it's just like being there, kind of like trying to be like a wall. So Oda can only really attack more so from one side. At one point, you see her try and like throw in a kick, and my shield's just there to guard it, and it's really like keeping her on her toes. I'm not dealing her any damage, but it's given given our Jarl a potential to find some more openings, but also it's like lessened the onslaught a bit, so she can like catch her breath as well and kind of try and recuperate a little bit. And
I can see that. Yeah, she starts winning the fight basically. Yeah. That works. Bridget.
Cool. So, how many bad guys are between me and the Jarl fight?
There's none at this point.
Great. I'm still, like, broken in the brain and real angry. And she's the fucking woman who took my parents from me, and now I have this weird last name. So now I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I kind of want to, like, just, like, run towards her, like, fully take advantage of, Thelos being a distraction and sort of, like, come in from the back with my axe. I just kind of want to give her a good for my dead parents. And I would like to use 2 grit to do so.
Okay. I'd say roll either a stealth or a melee.
Alright, great. Sorry, my phone turned off. Give me just 1 second. I'll tell you which one I want to do.
Melee is your better stat.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, then melee it is. Alright. Alright, let's see. Don't fuck me. It did. It's a 15 total.
You land a blow on her, it doesn't finish her, but you also take 1 strain.
Sure. I'm at 10 strain now.
Yeah, if it's a strain over your threshold, roll a d20 to see where the injury goes.
To see where the injury goes? Alright.
Yeah.
14?
That should be the
That
third.
that is an injury to will.
To will. Okay.
Yes.
So... I think I'm a little disappointed that it didn't kill her.
It's fair.
And it kind of knocked my confidence a little after the, like, brain and dick shot. That, like... That was, like, the confidence that I had to go attack Oda.
Oh, my
I keep
favorite
wanting to call her
dynamic
Yoda now.
duo. Brain and
Brain.
dick.
Brain and dick
And then
shot.
dick.
Yeah,
Both-
I mean she's hurting very badly, but yeah.
Good. Good.
Jackie.
Okay, do I have, like, if I wanted to throw my hand axe, do I have a clear path to throw it at her?
You do, yes.
Okay, then I would love to try that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a thrown. That'd be a +4 with your 3 to thrown, and then a +1 from the hand axe.
Could I give up my next... Like, is this cyclical, or does going first mean I can't assist someone?
You can assist. Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it my next turn. I'm gonna spend a grit and lower the difficulty on that. Basically, I'm just gonna, like slam my shields together to, feint an attack, to, draw her attention for a second. So she's less aware.
Alright, you got it. Go ahead and
I rolled an
me
18.
Rolled an 18?
Yeah.
Alright, you gain 2 grit, thanks to the difficulty level being lowered.
Yay!
And that does finish her.
Yes!
Yes!
What a hoe. Let's
Yeah.
do this, friends.
So how does that look?
Hoda.
Okay, I think I'm just so enraged because I anger easily. That's my flaw. I'm so angry that I take my hand axe, I put my hands behind my head, and I just throw, and I'm screaming like bloody murder. I'm not gonna do it now because I will blow out everyone's ears, and we don't need that. But, like, I am screaming bloody murder. And I just throw.
So that axe hits her, directly in the chest, and she collapses.
Great.
And as Arnhildr stands over her, and she starts just... As her breath gets raspier and starts rattling, Oda says, and it's very audible to everybody else, "You may have won here, but you'll have nowhere to go back to." And then she dies. And we're going to take one more short break there as I go to the bathroom, and then we will come and finish this.